Before I even get into this, let me be clear, this is not legal advice. This is my opinion on dealing with law enforcement. Because knowing your rights is important, but knowing how to navigate power dynamics is survival. Here's what you need to know to protect yourself against law enforcement and how to do it without making things worse. Yes, you have rights. Yes, you should exercise them. But the reality is law enforcement, whether it be cops or ICE, can and do abuse their power. And right now, they're getting away with it more than ever. So you need to know how to protect yourself without giving them a reason to escalate. The first thing that you need to understand is that the game is rigged. Even if you're legally correct, being overly assertive or confident with law enforcement can backfire. You do not win a power struggle with a cop. I don't care how right you are. Cops do not have to be right to ruin your life. That's not me saying be a pushover. That's me saying don't play chess against someone who flips the entire board when they start losing. Cops and ICE are allowed to lie. They can act like they have evidence that they don't have. They can pretend that they will help you if you just tell them what happened. Don't fall for it. They are trained to get you talking. And even if you are completely innocent, they can twist your words. So if you are being detained, it is so beyond important for you to remain silent. Delara, how do I know if I'm being detained? There's a really easy way to find out. You simply ask, "Officer, am I free to go?" If they say yes, you are not being detained, and you calmly walk away. And if they say no, you are not free to go, that means you are being detained. And if you are being detained, that means that you can and you should invoke your right to remain silent. However, you cannot just be silent without first saying out loud that you are choosing to remain silent. This is because the Supreme Court has ruled that exercising your Fifth Amendment right requires both a clear and unambiguous statement. But there is a way to say it. Now, I am not saying that all cops have fragile egos that can be dangerous when provoked. But I am saying that that scenario is possible and it should be avoided. Quoting the preamble to the Constitution or the Fifth Amendment to the cop that's harassing you could potentially be very dangerous. Instead of declaring, "I know my rights," which, let's be honest, some cops take as a personal challenge, try this instead. "Officer, respectfully," or "Officer, with all due respect, I would like to remain silent and wait until a lawyer arrives before I answer any questions." Once you say this, they should not ask you any questions beyond this point. If they do, you just repeat, "Respectfully, officer, I would like to remain silent." Remember, you